some of the challenges that we face when we are trying to foster child participation is we find, let me talk more of barriers, because what we realize is that you find parents, community leaders and community themselves find it a time-consuming process. So in terms of intervening, in, for example, if it's an emergency situation, for them they would want, they imagine that they have the quick solutions to some of these problems, and since it's an emergency situation, they would want a quick fix within a very short period of time. But whereas we know that for us to involve children, then it takes a longer period of time, because there are methodologies that we use to be able to get children to participate. The other challenge is that parents and community members and adults to say is that we never find anything. We always assume children would never have a different perspective to or give any meaningful contribution. So it really takes a hard time for us to get parents and convince them that we need their children to be able to participate in these processes. But in Kenyan context, you find that it's very difficult for parents to be able to accept the views of children. And this is based with us being a patriarchal community, where first and foremost, men are the ones who make all the decisions, so it's rather obvious that they are the ones who make the decisions. They're the ones who meet under the tree, have these discussions, and then come back to the community and inform the community on the way forward. So it becomes a little bit strange when now you start telling the elders that children need to participate in this process. We need to listen to their views and hear their contribution to a particular problem that would need a solution. It becomes a bit of a challenge. So other than the fact that we live in a patriarchal society, we also have the gender dynamics, whereby now it's the men again, and women and children are most times not involved in the decision-making mechanisms. They are never part of it. So again, now not only are we saying that we are not even considering the voices of women, but have to go and listen to girls and boys, then it becomes even more strange and difficult for them to see the sense of why we are bringing in children to participate. So generally what I would say is that we find it quite difficult to see the value that children would bring into such discussions.